You ready to party, Austin?
I'm always ready to party, Dave. We got a 370Z harness bar. Right now we got the prototype. This is to make sure everything's gonna be good. So we're shooting this months before you guys will see that it's available. And we're gonna throw it in Lucas's car. We tried to get seats, harnesses, all that. Nobody has seats, but not harnesses. Nobody has just waiting for a harness bar. It's a weird thing. So we're doing the install. Yes, it's stock seats. Yes, there's no harnesses. This is just to show you how to do it. Don't worry. Nothing crazy going on here. We're not using harnesses with factory seats, nothing like that. All right, harness bars are super easy to install. So if you are doing this in a car that you still street and you have the rear carpet, you will need a box cutter, scissors, something to cut a little slot for this to pass through. Just the driver's side, because passenger side, there's a anchor for a child seat. We'll get to that. You got to remove that. Little plastic covers for the seat belts. Little interior pry tool. You can use a flathead if you want to. Just be careful. 13 and 14. Wrench, ratchet, impact, whatever you want. And yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Also, you may have noticed, this is not the shop. Look different. This is our new marketing studio. We're still in the middle of it. Like, floor's got to change. We got a lot of new tools, Dave. We have a lot of new tools. Nice little area over there for some interviews and stuff. Got a brand new rotary lift. Yeah, so not full tour yet because we're still working on it. Does he have good hatch poppers and hatch struts? It's Lucas, so I think so. I think he neglects his exhaust falling off, but he'll have a good hatch.
Yes.
Boy. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do is modify the carpet. I did forget to mention tape measure. You can do this two ways. You could mock up the harness bar and just see where it lays and then, you know, stencil out around it where you need to cut. Or you can just replicate the child seat anchor that's already there. So I'm gonna do that. It is 2.5 inches in, so easy peasy. And it is, we're gonna call that 10 3/4 down. So 10 3/4 down, put my finger there. And what did I say? I already forgot 2.5. Sweet, so that is the corner. That will be this outside corner. So then how far am I cutting? Just over 2 inches. Yeah, let's do a little bit more. Okay. And then how long is it? There, 2.5. Stuff's a lot thicker than the 350. Alrighty, that should be good. At least for the first layer. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it again just to make it all the way through. There we go. Yeah, stuff's a lot thicker on this than it is a 350. Sweet. And this blade was a little dull. All right, yeah, there we go. So bolt holes right there. You can't see it, of course, because I have the carpet covering it up. But yeah, there we go. And then I might take this razor blade and just kind of clean up these edges. Cool. So now we can go inside and start working on the seatbelts. All right, so the first thing on the seatbelts is we're gonna take this cover off. A lot of times you can even do it with just your finger, but it may be a little tight. Like I said, you can do a flat head, but be careful. I have a nice interior trim tool. Boom, pop that guy off. And then it's a 14. So I got my 14 on an impact. All right, there we go. All right, so now that we got it unbolted, there is a little retaining kind of washer here that keeps everything stacked together and the bolt in there and all that. We are going to take it apart, but not right now. We're going to do that once we get the harness bar in. So I'm going to go to the other side and remove that seatbelt, and then we'll go back to the back. Pop cover off. Boom. And 14. And we're just going to let that dangle. And now we need to remove the child seat anchor that's in the back. Probably should have done that when we were back there in the carpet. Oh well. All right, factory anchor got to come out. I got my 12 mil on a ratchet. So we're going to remove the carpet for now. Remove the, is it plastic? Yeah, I guess it's like plastic cardboard. It's so weird. And then we can remove this guy. Dude, he's got a blows. Lucas, I didn't know your stereo system is a blows. Okay, so you're gonna remove it entirely. You can keep this if you want it in the future. You can throw it away. We are not reusing any of this. All right, threw that away. Carpet's back in, ready for the harness bar. So, very carefully, slide it in the car. Just like that. Then it will slide down, make contact with the body. Grab your two provided 13 mils. Need a little bit of light. And there we go, that's lined up. All right, so we're on the passenger side. I got the back two bolts just kind of loosely tightened. So you're gonna remove this little washer that keeps everything captive. Remove the factory spacer, and that's it. Now you're gonna put the whole stack, and be careful when you loosen this guy, it's gonna wanna kind of collapse or expand out everything. I think there's like 13 pieces in between my pointer finger and my thumb. It's crazy. So, and then now you're gonna take this piece, and you're gonna pull the bar out just a little bit. So you're gonna slide this into the harness bar, and the spacer goes in between your B pillar and the harness bar. Spacer, harness bar, then the rest of the seatbelt stack. There we go. And then as I tighten it up, this will lock in with the stack like that and put this seatbelt extender back right where it was. All right, not gonna lie, it's difficult. It's weird just doing, you have so many components that if you just let go, they'll just fall into pieces on a 370Z. So yeah, it's hard to keep the stack in one hand. You have to slide the spacer in between the harness bar and the B-pillar. And then you use the harness bar to kind of squeeze the spacer and keep it in place as you run the bolt through with the whole stack. So yeah, it's a lot to do with your hands. Highly recommend a friend. If you have a second set of hands, it makes this a lot easier. But before I tighten that up, we'll go to the other side. Sweet. Money. Sweet. All right, so it started to go in. I got it threaded just a little bit. So we got the passenger side, started thread, driver side, started thread. Now we can go to the back, kind of throw our carpet in, but still push it out of the way. That way we can start those 213s and tighten it all up. All right, so this part isn't in the install guide, but what I think I'm gonna do, easiest way to do this, I'm gonna lift the harness bar up, because remember, it's loose at the pillar. Slide these in, push them down like that. And then I'm going to, like, there's a little bit of a hole, but then you get this carpet underneath the bar and in between like the body of the car and the harness bar itself. So I'm gonna shove the carpet up a little bit more than what it would typically be at, like that, and slide it up the bar and just flip it over. That way I still have access, and we're gonna do the same thing with the plastic under tray. This one is not as flexible as the harness bar itself, so this one may be a little weird. Actually, may be able to go ahead and put it in position. And then, yeah, there we go. There we go. Now I have access to those bolts, the carpet's out of the way, and once they're in and tight, I can just flip the carpet over and be done. All right, I got my two 13s. I did grab a ratcheting wrench with a little bit of a flex head. You could probably do it, just a ratchet, definitely no power tools. Way too small of a window. And a ratchet's gonna be a little hard to get in there unless you're like a shallow on a 1/4 inch. So I'm just gonna use this guy. All right, so long story made short. It's easier just to flip this piece of plastic up like I did the carpet. All right, it's one started. And there we go. Last bolt in, just a little snug. All right, now we can get our torque wrench and torque these down to spec. All right, so the torque specs are gonna be 36 foot-pounds for the seat belts and 21 foot-pounds for the 13 mils on the back. Cool, so that still works. We're just snugging them up. Bingo. And now I'm gonna put my cover back on. Beautiful. Next side. Cool, so that still works. All is good. Switch to the torque wrench. Bingo. We'll finish here. Beautiful. All right, let's go finish up the back. All right, so the only bad thing about tightening up this one this way, we're gonna torque this guy down to 21 foot-pounds, and you can see the carpet's kind of like beyond the pillar, so you're gonna have to kind of bend it to get it around that to go back. But it's fine, it's underneath the carpet, no biggie. 21. Get your wrench out of the way. Don't want to leave that in the car. All right, and then we can just flip our carpet over and we're done. That's how easy it is to install a harness bar in a 370Z. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe on what video you want to see us do next.